Good afternoon, I'm Mai Rodriguez and this is Newsfeed. Subpoenas now loom over contractors who skipped the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on flood control projects. This includes Sara Discaya, owner of two top-earning firms. Out of 15 contractors flagged by President Bongbong Marcos for cornering 100 billion pesos since 2022, only 7 were represented at the hearing. Senator Rodante Marcoleta warned no one will be spared as floods continue to destroy homes despite the billions spent. Roughly 545 billion pesos in flood control funds have flowed since July 2022, over 1 billion a day, yet thousands of contracts remain vague or suspicious. One flagged project in Bulacan, handled by a Discaya-owned firm, had missing beams, dangling piles, and no accountability. The lawyer of former Congressman Arnulfo Arnie Teves says his client is willing to testify on how graft is committed in flood control projects. Attorney Ferdinand Topacio explains that Mr. Teves, as a longtime member of the House of Representatives, can help provide information to which others may not be privy. Teves was arrested from Timor-Leste in May after almost 2 years in hiding. He's facing criminal charges for killings in Negros Oriental, including the death of former Governor Roel Degamo. A senior administrator of the religious group Kingdom of Jesus Christ has pleaded guilty to marriage fraud in a U.S. federal court. Bettina Padilla Roses admitted she entered a sham marriage with an American citizen to obtain immigration benefits. She faces prison time, fines, and deportation, although prosecutors are recommending a lighter sentence under a plea deal. Her case forms part of the wider indictment against KOJC founder Pastor Apollo Kibuloy and his associates, who face immigration fraud and sex trafficking charges. Sentencing is expected in the coming months. With soaring tariffs and rising costs, the future of the country's billion-peso banana export industry is at stake. Exporters are sounding the alarm, and government officials are scrambling to find a solution. Sujin Kim has the details.
The people in the banana export sectors, they're quite concerned, and they're doing everything, no? And of course, there's the other side of the competitiveness. Other countries are quite aggressive, and the aspect.
Businessmen are growing anxious over the worsening situation in the banana export industry. The Trade Department is now closely monitoring the sector. Trade Secretary Cristina Roque acknowledged the need to strengthen free trade agreements for the Philippines to recover, particularly with Japan, where seasonal tariffs can go as high as 18% during winter.
We've been really actually wanting to fix the banana export, especially because of the FTA. We need to do FTAs. We've been talking to other businessmen in Japan through the foreign trade offices in Japan so that we can also sell. But of course, for Japan, we really need to get the FTA or the JPEPA going.
Roque said a trade mission will be sent to Osaka, Japan next month to push for lower tariffs and wider market access. President Marcos Jr. has directed officials to find ways to protect the banana industry. His sister, Senator Amy Marcos, earlier urged government agencies to focus on banana production and research to avoid lagging behind globally. PhilExport Chairman George Barcelon noted that exporters face other burdens as well.
I've heard from exporters that one of the costs for us is the logistic cost is quite high. Transporting cost is quite high. So because of that, we lose out being competitive.
While Cavendish is the country's primary export variety, officials said other banana products can also be developed for the global market.
As you said, pwedeng banana chips, it doesn't have to be the banana itself kung malaki yung tariff talaga doon.
Barcelon also called for greater support and innovation to sustain the industry.
I've shared my thoughts with the Department of Agriculture that we should attract the younger people.
Over 329,000 jobs depend on the banana industry, which generates over 42 billion pesos in wages. Sujin Kim, Billionaire News Channel.
Stay with the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Mai Rodriguez. Good afternoon.